Hello. So, animation, full animation today, and this is the scene that I'm going to be animating right now. Look, is this dude just playing around with the dogs? Lights turned off, and they were like blah blah blinking, and they look. Is this light of the robot that is about to attack? Awesome. Let's move forward because we have a lot to do. First of all, the staging of all the characters. This is a temporal background that I have here, just to be aware of where's the horizon line, and on top of this I'm going to build my perspective grid. My perspective grid will help me draw my characters properly in the 3D world that I'm creating. If I'm not drawing my perspective grid, or at least if I don't have the perspective grid on mine, everything will start looking a bit off, awful, horrible. So I'm putting the perspective, the horizon line over there, and I'm going to create a super fast, rough perspective grid. So imagine that we have one VP here and another vanishing point here. So I'm going to start drawing here, one at the middle here in the screen, another one in the middle of the middle between these two lines, something about there, another one around here. So I'm eyeballing here because I don't want to spend all my day here. Just putting the lines that I need will be enough. Awesome. And then what I'm going to do here, let's add more. Let's add a bit more. And we add more lines here towards the horizon line. If I need to put a character further away, I can also have some lines for that character to be on top of. So, oopsie, I'm going to just flip, copy and paste this. Oopsie. Copy and paste this, flip, and back. There you go. Come on, and then come on, no! I just have to move this thing. There you go. Awesome. There you go. That's the perspective grid. I can add more lines if I need to around here. Awesome. Awesome. Now I'll reduce the opacity of this around there, and I'm going to call this, there you go, grid. Let me change the music. I need to hear something inspiring, something relaxing. There you go. So there you go, that's the rough perspective right there. And now I'm going to translate the information of the animatic, meaning like what I have to do to this scene. One of the things that I didn't consider on this, oopsie, this is the BG. And one of the things that I haven't considered yet is the size relationship between the characters and between the human and between the dogs. Right now, the character on the storyboard or on the animatic is standing, and the dogs are also standing, and the dogs are almost like at the hip level, but that's not true because the character is taller compared to the dogs, and the Chihuahua size is like even below the knee. So I have to do some fixes here, meaning that this character will be seated down around here, and I'm going to make something like this. Maybe the knee could be here, and the other knee could be here like this, and the shoe could be around here. So this leg comes like this leg comes like here, and I can create this shape here, this D shape here. So from here to here, the body will do something like this, and we're still having the head of this dude here. For the head also in the animatic, I put a 3/4, like looking towards the camera, but it actually should be looking here at what he's doing. But I don't want to use a 3/4 because it's going to be facing away from camera, and I want to show a bit of this character. So I'm going to use the side face. I'm going to use the side view of the head and play around with that shape. So I'm just making a temporal drawing here, like a rough sketch of what I want to how I want to pose my character. And here the arms, which is the thing that is going to be making the shadows over there. And I'm not wasting too much time on like I'm adding just 2 circles to represent the hands, because this is just like I'm like pooping ideas here at the screen. So from here we can have this rhythm in the arms. Maybe this knee can break the shape of the arms. That knee can break the shape of the arms. We have this. Awesome. There's going this way. And we have a light. The light is reflecting the shadow here. And this light will be showing only these parts. We'll be lighting these parts of the character. But we can focus about lighting and all of that stuff later. Let me push this character a bit backwards. And these arms a bit forward. So this connects this way. Awesome. This connects this way. Awesome. Boom, 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 boom. And what I'm going to do with the dogs? That's the question. So this dude is seated down here in this part of the perspective grid. Meaning, like, if I have the characters should make sense with all of the things that I'm doing here. Now, yeah, this character could be standing up around here, so we are only seeing the neck. This character here, if it's standing around here in the perspective grid, we can see the face of the head of this dude around here. And what about this character? If I put this character here, this will in some way reflect the character shadow here. That's something that I don't want. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to fix here in terms of the composition with the dogs. So maybe now this is just moving characters around. What if I put this character here? What if I put this character there? That's the smallest character, so this could be something like this. What if this one could be around here, like completely back view? Maybe the lighting of the TV would be, which is the thing that is making this shadow, comes around here. So maybe I can move these arms a bit up, and now I can put this character here. I can put this other character here. So we're having the back view of the character here, the 3/4 back of this character here, and here where this dude is standing, I can have this other silhouette, and this will create this arc here, pointing towards this character too. Amazing! I like that. I like that. I can move these dudes a bit there, and if I want to make more space between all of these, I can make this a bit smaller and start moving these characters like this. So I leave some room for the composition, for all the characters to breathe a little bit more. Awesome. With this sketch in mind, I'm going to start doing a quick blocking with all the rigs and with all the characters that I'm having. So I'm going to reduce the opacity. I'm going to call this layer rough. I'm going to reduce the opacity of this layer, pack. And this is just a way of working with direction, working with a sense of like, okay, what am I going to do? Not just moving the rig randomly on the screen until I have something that I like, because that sometimes is a waste of time, moving pieces around until I found something that I like. That's why having drawing skills is so useful. It can save a lot of time. Awesome. So I will block all of the layers that I don't need and start moving all of these pieces of the character here, this other one here. There you go. Oopsie. I'm getting used to working with the iPad here. And this leg will come like this, and then like this. And you're like, Henry, but how is that you're going to achieve that pose? By breaking this character apart. By breaking this character apart, we're doing that eventually, and you will see. And you will see. Awesome. This leg will come here towards the front, something like this, and something like this. This shoe will be on the ground. the hip will be around here, and the body will move and be around here. Now, this is important because doing this blocking allows me to discern from what I have on my sketch and what my rig is capable of doing, so I don't break the proportions of this character. So let's move this leg towards the front, and these these arms come down like this. Amazing. Also, yeah, we can get something really close, like the thing that we have on my sketch. We select the head, and yeah, oh nice. Maybe I can just flip this. Awesome. And create a happy face here of this dude. There you go. I want to reveal more of the upper teeth. Something like this. Amazing. And then here, these people will be there. Nice. This is a good starting point. Then I'll fix all of these things that you see here. I'll fix those things eventually. But this blocking pass will help me to start designing on top of this blocking of the character. This character, if I place this character here, maybe a bit down, yeah, on here. In this character, we're having the back view. So we create some contrast too between the position of all the characters. A bit smaller. Actually, this dude comes around here, maybe also. This dude comes here, it's okay. Let's move Tom closer. Okay, the body. Let's make this dude bigger. There you go. Here I'm looking at the silhouette that these two characters are creating between each other. And this and Tom will be overlapping, so I have to be very careful in the way that I place these two characters. Let me make Tom coming towards camera. Awesome. So yeah, let's see, for example, this ear here is bothering me here with the silhouette of this other dog. So I can make those changes here. There you go. But here I'm creating this arc, this circle between these characters. And you know what? I want the 3/4 back view of this dude too, because I want to show the face. Even though I already showed it before in the first scene, I want to show it too. Because these characters are having fun looking at that thing that the owner is doing. So they are having a good time, and I want to show how this dude is also part of that thing. So animation also have to do with the intention of the scene and what I want to show here. Now, it bothers me that this ear is overlapping this dude here? Not that much. It's creating a good silhouette here, and I can still play around with the facial features here of the character, and it's not hiding this, so it's totally doable. Well, I will eventually pose the mouth of this dude. Let's leave something like this for now. And I will eventually move and modify all of these characters to make them look happy. Awesome. There you go. Now, I have a base blocking of all my characters. Looks very nice, looks very cute. I want this leg to move down more. Now I'm also thinking this knee will face towards us. You'll see, we'll have a good time when I start drawing this character. That's my favorite part, when I start designing the poses. This knee will be almost like that also. Yeah, it's going to work really well. Awesome. Where did I draw this rough pass? So from this rough pass, help me to move and place my characters around. And now that I move and place my characters around, now I can design on top of this. Let's start with this. No, this will be like this. It's like like that. And the eyebrows will go like this. And the piercings will go like this. This part is all good, so I'm drawing on top of the things that I want to change only. So here, I want to one line this properly. Maybe show the butt there. Here, this part of the leg, I want to show this line here. So the line ends around here. I want to show that line. The knee will come around here like this. And we'll taper towards this side. And this comes like that. Now I'm aware of these volumes, and around those volumes I'm going to place this shape, which is almost there. Awesome. Now this shape here, from the neck all the way to the belly, all the way here, I want to create this S shape here at the knee. S shape. So I continue the rhythm from here to here. In that way, by connecting the pose, by making the pose feel connected, I avoid this animation to look cut out. Even though it's a cut out animation style, by connecting the pose, finding the flow of the, by connecting the pose, by finding the flow of the character, of the design, I'm able to make this character look in 3D and not cut out. This shape could go around that way, and this arm could also create another line parallel this way. And now for this, actually here I can show this shape on the teeth. So I'm leaving this empty space, negative space here, which is going to just make my design better. Awesome. This line here, the hair connects here. This is okay. This line could easily just go around like this. No worries about that. And how can I create this shape with the fingers? I don't know. Let's see. This finger, this is the index finger that comes like this. Comes like this. We have this. Well, this would have three fingers only. So we have the thumb that comes here around. And we have the index and the other finger here, and we have one finger around here. And now here on the other side, okay, the other thumb can go around this, and these other fingers could be behind here. Yeah, this thumb is going away, something like this. We're having this hand coming this way. Actually, the thumb line ends here. We're having the hand doing something like this, and this other hand doing something like this. We're seeing the other nail there. Amazing. And we can just put another shape here to represent the other fingers. Awesome. And I'm trying to design everything, not just drawing randomly stuff, but designing. And there you go. I designed these two shapes of the character. Now I remember I have to copy and paste the animation that I did on the previous scene on this scene, so everything makes sense. So that thing that I copy and pasted on top of is the shadow that the layout artist drew on top, just to have as a reference. But this is something closer that I'll have for this character. There you go, something like that. I can take all of that and move it up. And then if I move this here, first I need to make this bigger. Does this make sense? I'm trying to figure out if this dude is here And it's doing this towards the camera. No, it's doing this towards the camera. So yeah, this will be something like this, and this will be something like that. Yeah, it makes sense. Actually, these two fingers comes here, and this finger connects here with the thumb. So always the best way to verify this thing is actually posing yourself, and the other thumb is there. Amazing. And these fingers comes like this, maybe more like here. So it's doing this. So we're seeing this part, and we're seeing this part of the finger on the other side. No, dude, the shadows are inverted. Yeah, I'll have to change scene tree, whatever. That's why I didn't spend too much time on that scene. But if this dude is doing this, creating the shape of the dude, then this finger, yeah, this is the back. Dude, I have to redo entirely the scene number 3. No one watch that video. Okay. Ah, come on, dude, come on. Trying to memorize what I'm posing here. There you go. So this finger goes around. This overlaps the index, and the index goes here. And the thumb comes here and makes this shape. I should start with this scene first before doing scene 3, because scene 3 makes no sense. So let's see how, if I can still reuse some stuff. Now this is a little bit confusing. I'm going to reduce the opacity, maybe also change the color a bit. And on top of this, I'm going to tie down these drawings and being like, okay, what the heck is this? This is the index. This is the index. This is the index. And this is the thumb. I cannot see. There you go. Okay, there. Yeah, this comes like this inside. This comes inside like this. Awesome. This finger comes like this. Okay, and this gets on top of these. So this comes like this around and it stays there on top of, in front of these two. Okay, these two. A little bit of the palm here. There you go, and these two will create this. Now I learned something new. I learned something like this mistake actually, I could fix this mistake during the animatic process and it will save me time of reanimating this in again. I didn't know. So that's cool. There you go, we have something like that. No. Pom 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 pom. Okay, whatever. I had to go live drawing reference right now. Drawing the thumb here. Having the fingers here, the pinky here, and the palm here. The palms! Wait, let's go here. You'll see how I will transform this from live drawing into a cartoony stuff. Yeah, I don't care about that finger. Also, this is the reference. That's the reference. This is the hand that I should have here. Get out of here, horrible hand. It's a little bit smaller. I have a rave right now inside of my ears. Awesome. And this other finger will be something like this. Something like this. I invert horizontal in my life drawing reference, something like this. So this finger comes like this, and the knuckles here, and this knuckles creates this shape here. And this shape here. And this comes like this, and this here. Awesome. There you go. Now I'm taking this live drawing reference, group, and flip. Come here. We're taking this a bit over here. There you go, huh? Beautiful. Now, move this here. Let's move this down. Let's color this with this orange color. Let's color this with a light blue color. And now, on top of this, let's design the cartoony hands. Or neither on top of this. Maybe I can just go here around and do a quick sketch. But now I have a reference. Now I can just have a clear direction of what I want to achieve here for this drawing, for these hand poses. Let's go. So, I'm going to sketch here. So the palm of this dude comes around here like this. The fingers comes like this. And this other finger can easily come like this. And this other finger comes like this. Now here we're having the silhouette of the other finger that goes around this. And this comes around this like this. Drawing some nails here to have an idea of the direction of these shapes. And these can come like this. These are the ears of these dogs. And then an S curve here to create a palm. And the finger also, okay, this overall part should go more towards this. And this finger is something like this because it's making the nose shape of the dog. And here it creates an S to connect. No, actually, if this goes up, I can create this shape here. And for this one, I can go. This one can connect down, so this arm will be lower. What else? What else? This shape here, this shape here. We're having the palm. I don't want to reveal all of these shapes here. Maybe it's not the best. the shapes here. Nah, let's keep this simple. We are just showing this little part of the palm here, and this palm connects with the arm. Now the arm is open here, so that'll be the way of connecting here, because it's open towards the wrist. It's wider towards the wrist. And here, the nail. And here I can polish the shapes, the silhouette. So I can polish the silhouette. You can polish the silhouette, because the silhouette is one of the main things that I also care about here. And then when it's time to clean this, the silhouette will help me big time. Now here, this thumb, I want to have a clear shape for this thumb here. A clear shape here for this thumb. I can make this a bit lower. Yeah. A clear shape for this thumb. So this thumb, this other thumb, I can tweak, I can cheat and put it here. Awesome. So we're having these silhouettes. Yeah, I think it's working. I think it's working. Now I have to translate this to the scene tree and see how is that this is going to create the dog's silhouette. And let's put this color red, lower the opacity of this, and design on top of this the final design for the hands. So that was like a rough pass that I did. And here, I'm going to make something like this, clear shape here, clear shape, so I can just clean this on top with a pen tool. There you go. Maybe I can just flip the previous scene that I already animated. And by flipping that scene, I think that will solve the issue. Let's see. And here it comes around like this. And this comes around like this too. This connects here. And connects here with this open part of the arm. And this comes and creates this shape here. That index finger is super long. So let's move things around a bit so everything makes sense. Even though it's cartoony, there are some stuff that I want to keep it making sense in this crazy world of animation. And the thumb here. Awesome. Now I'm taking this, get out of here. All of you get out of here. I don't need you anymore. And then I'm taking this and move this here. Now I'm taking the arms and lowering the opacity right now of this stack. Then putting my fingers here. And trying to connect the arms with these fingers that I created here. So I'm going to connect this like here maybe, yes, this arm goes on top. And the other arm goes here. Maybe this line comes the other way, yeah. There you go. I feel I'm getting a little bit out of model at the bottom here. This part is too much of a Simpsons style more than other type of style. Yeah, I just have to get rid of some volume here. So it's just part of eyeballing, knowing the character, and oh, maybe I can overlap this line here. Yeah, I can overlap that line there too. And this line can one line here with this part of the finger to create a flow there. Actually, no. I want this part to be straight, so from here to here it is straight and then it goes on top like that. Better. I'll keep polishing that, but I cannot spend the entire day on this. Also, I think I have these things that I can just move around like this to create a sense of volume. Like this is a block, this is the side view, and this is the top view, and that will also help me sell this part of the hand as a block. Okay, now that I drew the block, I know that this line ends a bit lower compared to this one. There you go. Now I feel this finger is looking that way while this other finger is looking that way, which makes everything feel a little bit off. Let's see if I can fix this. You know what? Let's make all of this a little bit more flat. Awesome, yeah, whatever, forget about it. Let's move. We have the character there. Then here I need to connect this with this. We're not seeing the bottom part, so I don't care about what is happening here. We're not seeing the shoe at all, so I don't care what is happening here. We're not seeing here, so I just need this shape here. Amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. Here, this dude will be like this. Like, yeah. So simple C, straight, and S. This nose works like that very well. The eyes like that. Maybe we can call the eyelids here to come and move like that. What's this hair doing there? Well, no hair here. And yeah. Maybe the ears, I can do something with the ears so it doesn't look like flat shapes only. Something like that will work. I can even move this ear like this up because he's excited, he's laughing. So that ear could be up. This one could also be a little bit up. Awesome. Oh yeah, I like the eye with that angle. That's nice for this dude. For this dude. I think I don't have a lower eyelid on this character, but maybe you can just draw it. And maybe I can even lower the ears a bit here, so I can reveal this shape of the character a bit more, or not be too close here to the mouth. Yeah, I'll have to move this down because I will open the mouth of this dude. Something like this, a C shape here, connecting all the way down here to the neck. And here also a C. And I'm creating this rhythm here. I should start with that. I should create this rhythm here, okay? So I can just move even this mouth up a bit. And this is a Z here. Then I can continue the rhythm here. All of this is happy. These ears also could be a bit more like this. Could be more like this. This hair could overlap here, not here, but here, so it's not tangenting. And it's not flattering, it's not making my image feel flat or my composition feel flat. All of these hairs are good. Here I can make this shape a little bit more that way, so I can create this negative space between the ear and the hair, not making a tangent neither. This could go like that. I can make these ears more up a bit. And there you go. This is the notes that I am leaving to the future Henry to just grab the rigs and place them on top of these shapes, on top of these drawings or drawovers. Awesome. That's it. And the next video, what I'm going to be doing is posing the posing the characters to get to these shapes. Maybe I can bring these eyes a bit back. Yeah, just leave that space there between there. Nah, I like it. I like it. There you go. Disappearing there. Okay, that's in terms of the composition of these. And the TV screen lighting will come like this. We'll focusing about that later. There you go. That's it. That's how I went from this blocking into this amazing drawovers. And in the next video, I'm going to pose the characters. So I'm showing you the entire process of how I use the characters, the rigs, to do a fast blocking, a quick blocking with the characters, and on top of that, designing not only the poses of the characters, but how all the poses of the characters will work or will be connected with the entire composition. So yeah. See you next time. Bye.